Did I catch your attention? If yes, then it's because the word money always sounds tempting. If you look up to the meaning of the word money, it has been defined as an item or verifiable record that is generally accepted as payment for goods and services. In simple words, it means that if you want to buy something, you can buy it using money, and this is followed across the whole world. Seems like a simple thing, right? But why is it always difficult to get your hands on this thing called money? Why is it that only a certain percent of the population is expert in getting money easily and the rest are always struggling? Have you ever wondered how that certain percent of people have gotten so successful in terms of money? Accumulating wealth requires hard work, dedication, and most importantly, maintaining a specific set of habits which can help you attain that wealthy and successful life. As Aristotle said, we are what we repeatedly do. Excellence, then, is not an act, but a habit. So keeping that in mind, let's look at some of the important habits which you can implement in our lives to enter into that certain percent of successful and wealthy people. Waking up early. That's right, waking up early in the morning is one of the important habits of successful and wealthy people. Take Richard Branson, self-made billionaire and founder of the Virgin Group, who wakes up at 5:45 a.m. to exercise before starting his workday. Or the CEO of Square, Jack Dorsey, who wakes up at 5:30 a.m. to meditate and go for a 6-mile jog. Branson and Dorsey aren't the only successful people who wake up before the sun. Thomas Corley, the author of the book Rich Habits, in his 5-year study of 177 self-made millionaires, has found that only 44% of wealthy people wake up 3 hours before the work starts, compared to just 3% of the poor people. Corley explains, getting up at 5 in the morning to tackle the top 3 things you want to accomplish in your day allows you to regain control of your life. It gives you a sense of confidence that you need to direct your life. It gives you a feeling of power over your life. So the next time you think about getting wealthy and successful, all you have to do is wake up early and get ready to take on the day. Reading books every day. Wealthy people tend to believe in the importance of self-improvement. According to author Thomas Corley, 88% of wealthy people spend at least 30 minutes every day reading books on self-improvement, education, and success, whereas poor people read primarily to be entertained. Successful people tend to choose educational books and publications over novels, tabloids, and magazines. In fact, when Warren Buffett was once asked about the key to his success, he pointed to a stack of nearby books and said, "Read 500 pages like this every day. That's how knowledge works. It builds up like compound interest. All of you can do it, but I guarantee not many of you will do it." And not only Warren Buffett, Bill Gates, Mark Zuckerberg, Elon Musk, Mark Cuban are some of the examples of successful people who have a habit of reading, and by increasing their knowledge, they are able to see more opportunities, which translate into more money. Avoid procrastination. Procrastination is one of the biggest thieves of living the dream life you want, and it is a common trait in humans. Napoleon Hill, author of Think and Grow Rich, described it perfectly. Procrastination is the bad habit of putting off until the day after tomorrow what should have been done the day before yesterday. People procrastinate for many different reasons, but it all leads to the same destination: nowhere. If you find yourself with the same financial goals year after year with no progress in sight, there is probably some kind of procrastination involved in it. The good news is anyone can overcome it, and it's simpler than you may think. According to author Thomas Corley, the voice of procrastination screams just as loud and clear in the minds of those who excel in life as it does in the minds of those who do not. But how do they silence it? They rely on the to-do lists, which help them getting things done. They create firm deadlines and they make sure they are sticking to their goals. Nearly everyone is liable to procrastination, but fighting against it can make all the difference between a successful, wealthy person and a poor person. Talk less and listen more. How much talking do you do on an average day, and how much do you listen? It is said that a 5-to-1 ratio is all about right, where you should listen to others for 5 minutes for every 1 minute that you speak. Wealthy people are good communicators because they are good listeners. They understand that you can learn and educate yourself only by listening to what other people say. In most conversations, the person who speaks the least benefits the most, because the person who is talking is giving away information often more than he or she intended, whereas the person who is listening is receiving information. Just as Abraham Lincoln has said, better to remain silent and be thought a fool than to speak out and remove all doubt. I am not suggesting you to remain silent all the time, but it's all too easy to speak thoughtlessly with insufficient information, which will make you look less intelligent than you are. But you can minimize the chances of it happening if you listen more than you speak. Learn to say no. If you're someone who finds it difficult to say no, then it is high time you rethink about it. We have been asked to be polite and helpful to everyone and say yes whenever possible. But the problem with saying yes is that it can be expensive both emotionally and financially. According to the billionaire and CEO of Berkshire Hathaway, Warren Buffett, the difference between successful and really successful people is that really successful people say no to almost everything. Successful people have the ability to focus on what makes the biggest difference. This requires saying no to a lot of things that might be urgent but not important. The more you can do that and say no to everything else, the further you will move ahead and make more success in your life. If anyone asks you to commit time, then he is asking you to donate a portion of your life. Of course, if you have time available and decide to give off yourself, it can be rewarding. However, if there is a little voice in the back of your head saying that you already have enough on a plate, listen to it and say no. Exercise regularly. Millionaires may be busy people, but coupled with healthy eating, they nearly always find their time in the day to work out or exercise. In fact, according to author Thomas Corley, 76% of wealthy people exercise at least 30 minutes a day compared to 23% of the rest of the non-successful people. Yes, exercise won't alone make you rich, but there is a correlation between exercise and success which we cannot deny, as many successful people believe that exercise plays a major role in their success. Running your own business means you are making hundreds of small and large decisions, working long hours, and motivating and setting a good example for a team dealing with constant stress. That's why health and fitness matters and can make a huge difference. Exercise makes you smarter, gives you more energy, puts you in a better mood, and helps you better deal with anxiety and stress. Richard Branson says, I can achieve twice as much in a day by keeping fit. Try not to make the excuse that you don't have time. Do what other successful and rich people do, and that is to get up a little earlier and start exercising. I'm not saying that you should go to the gym and lift heavy weights, no, but at least get yourself involved in some kind of physical activity which will help you with health and help you reach your goal. Network with success. Every intelligent person involved in business knows to invest in money, but only the wise know that in order to be successful, you must surround yourself with successful people. Networking with other rich people or people with the same drive and potential to become rich is crucial for your own success. According to author Thomas Corley, 79% of wealthy people spend at least 5 hours a month networking, whether it's at a conference, client event, online webinar, or just over a coffee. Financially successful people from Oprah to Bill Gates to teen pop stars didn't do it alone. They always had people around them. Research has shown that millionaires actually do tap into their networks more effectively. The people with whom you associate and spend time with influence who you are and what you become. Therefore, it is important to surround yourself with positive, uplifting people that help you to grow and thrive as a business owner and as a person. Networking is great for this because entrepreneurs, business owners, and successful people who are themselves involved in networking are typically people who are pursuing excellence in their business and personal lives. The knowledge you may gain is important, but the mindset you can adopt from them is invaluable. Making $1 million and becoming successful is no walk in the park. It takes a lot of luck and a lot of hard work and perseverance. But studying the stories of those who have succeeded in the past is one of the best ways to prepare yourself for the challenges you will face when trying to change your life and increase your net worth. And the easiest way to achieve it is by starting to adopt some good habits, as we have talked about in this video. It might be difficult at first to adapt to these new habits, but at least start with it, because if you don't take the first step, then how will you move ahead and achieve all those things that you have always dreamt about? And moreover, it will not cost you a fortune to start off with a new habit, but rather it will help you with building one.